Back at it again, and we've got some more great news on regarding the right side of things, right? Pun intended. So we have a guy by the name of Pierre Poly. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's the leader of the Republican Party in Canada. Okay, I'll just say that. His first name is Pierre. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce his last name. I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm not even going to attempt to. But this guy is incredible, man. This guy is incredible, and we've checked him out in the past, but recently he absolutely dismantled another reporter. Man, it's incredible stuff. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Also, stick around after this clip because I got some more clips of Pierre that you are not going to want to miss. And let's dive in.
Do you think it was responsible for you to call yesterday's explosion by the by the checkpoint at the Rainbow Bridge terrorism when no U.S. or Canadian officials said that was or authorities said that was the case, and when the New York governor also said there was no evidence to suggest terrorism activity?
Actually, you're wrong. You're a CP? Okay, so CP, by the way, CP, just for everyone's knowledge, did have to make 3 corrections for falsehoods that they put into a single article. I think that might be unprecedented. I'm actually thinking about checking with the Guinness Book of World Records to see if there's ever been a news agency that has had to issue 3 corrections for patent falsehoods that they admit they had been made in one single article, and now you've made yet another falsehood in your question. Where you are wrong is that CTV reported that the government of Canada was presuming that the incident was terrorist. So, yeah, that's what I said in my remarks. You're right. It was a media report.
But it's citing media reports and not...
Which is what I said. In the House, I said there are media reports.
And you think that's a responsible thing to go on, to make that kind of a statement at the time without speaking?
What kind of statement?
Calling something terrorist.
I didn't. I said there were media reports.
That's the distinction we're making? Okay.
No, there's no distinction. What I said, and I was right, was that there were media reports of a terror-related event. By your admission, there were media reports of a terror-related event. And that media report, according to CTV, unless you're questioning their integrity now, came from security officials in the Trudeau government. So do you think the CTV was irresponsible in putting out that tweet?
Do you think it was a responsible comment to make in the House of Commons?
Sorry, I'm asking, I have already answered that. Do you think CTV was irresponsible to put that tweet out?
That's none of my business. That's not for me to comment.
Well, you just did comment. Okay. So, I just hope you're not going to print something that you have to apologize for again.
Don't you love it? Man, we need some more. We need some Republicans here like Pierre, man. My goodness, we need some more folks like Pierre. I'm sure you guys remember this clip of Pierre where he was just munching on an apple and absolutely destroying this guy.
They struggle to actually find young people to do work, and of course housing is a problem and healthcare is a problem, as was mentioned earlier. The hospital here gets closed quite frequently. Nothing to do with vaccinations, I don't believe. It's a doctor issue. It's more a shortage of doctors. So what do you do in the meantime? I mean, you've got lots of plans for building houses, etc. But in the sort of immediate spectrum, what do you do to
create a Blue Seal test to quickly license the 20,000 immigrant doctors we have in Canada? Many of them are prevented from ever working, and they give up on getting a job as a doctor, and they end up taking low-wage work for the rest of their lives. I'm proposing a simple Blue Seal testing standard that would apply right across Canada. Take the test, get the license, get to work within 60 days. Okay, and I mean that obviously you're going to encounter some opposition from the College of Medicine, etc., across the provinces. Yeah, so how do you deal with that issue? We push forward. There's not easy street leads to a dead end. Best hard roads lead to the best destinations. We're no longer going to accept that this or that gatekeeping bureaucracy stands in the way of obvious common sense solutions. The It is unacceptable that 20,000 doctors can't work in Canada when we have a massive shortage. And when people come to me and say, yeah, but this or that clerk or bureaucracy is not going to be happy, that's life.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of vested interests and bureaucracies that are going to be very unhappy when I'm Prime Minister.
Okay. On the topic, I mean, in terms of your sort of strategy currently, you're obviously taking the populist pathway.
What does that mean?
Well, appealing to people's more emotional levels, I would guess. I mean,
What do you mean by that?
certainly
Give me an
you tap very strong ideological language quite frequently.
Like what?
Left wing, this and that, right wing. I mean, it's that type of ideological thing.
I never really talk about left
But
or right.
anyways,
I don't
people
really believe in that.
Okay. A lot of people would say that you're simply taking a page out of the Donald Trump book.
Like which people would say that?
Well, I'm sure a great many Canadians, but
Like who?
I don't know who, but...
Well, you're the one who asked the question, so
yeah.
you must know somebody.
Okay. I'm sure there's some out there, but anyways, the point of this question is, I mean, why should Canadians...
Bro, these leftists, man, just be making up stuff at this point. They just make it up. And then when they get called out on it, I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody out there. I don't know. Goodness gracious, the whole time he's just casually just munching on an apple. But this isn't that's not the only time he's like, oh, just watch this.
A number of your own comments and actions have been characterized as dog whistling to
By
the
who?
far right.
By who?
By a number of
By
different,
who?
but I think it's been
By
characterized
who?
by that way. But
By
are
who?
you trying to
Sorry.
court? Are
I
you
just
trying
need
to
I
court
need to
the far
clarify.
right
Sorry,
vote?
I just need to clarify. By who?
By a number of different experts and a number of
who are
different
the
people
experts?
who work
Who are the
work in this.
experts?
Okay, well, I think
All
it's
right.
been established that
Right.
this is a
I-
concern.
it's
Are
not-
you trying to court the far right vote?
Who are these experts? You say that there are experts who are saying this. Who are they?
My question is, are you trying to court the
Sorry,
far right vote?
I am sorry. Your question seems to be based on a false premise. You can't even tell me who these experts are. It sounds like it's just a CBC smear job.
Bro, this is hilarious stuff, man. I just can't get enough of this guy absolutely destroying reporters, Who? Who are you speaking of? Who are these experts? Who are these people that say that I do this right-wing, left-wing stuff? Who are these folks? Bro, and it's the same thing that happens here a lot of the times. Like when you start putting a little bit of pressure on these leftists, they have zero answers. Zero. When the facts come out, they run. Right? That is so true. When the facts come out, they run. And every time they tried to skirt past his question, like, nope. I'm gonna ask this question here then. Right? And he kept coming back to it. I gotta give him credit for standing on asking the same question. Like, no, clarify, who are these people you are speaking of? You're not just about to get away with saying, oh yeah, the experts or these people. No, say who these people are. Say who these experts are that you speak of so highly. Like, who are these experts? Goodness gracious. But it also bears out in all of the polls across the board. I mean, we just saw Argentina, Javier Milei, right, win an election. We have where is it? Italy as well. Now we have Pierre Palavera. I'm not going to try to say his last name. Also leading in the polls. Check it out.
More trouble for Justin Trudeau and his Liberals. The party seeing a dive in popularity among younger voters. It's very concerning because younger voters typically have been the core part of a Liberal base. This is all according to some new polling from Nanos Research. Take a look. The data collected at the end of August shows the Liberals in a distant third place for voters in the 18 to 29 year range. They only got 15.9%. The Conservatives, wow, leading the pack, more than double that at 39.21%. The NDP in second place with 30.9%. Now, this marks a significant dip for the Liberals this month. At the start of August, their popularity was at 26.8, and the Conservatives were at 29.3.
Actually, what we're seeing is a focus on economic issues, meat and potato things, inflation, the rising cost of living, jobs in the economy. All those things are on the rise. However, the environment as an issue has been on the rise, as many Canadians have been having to deal with extreme weather events and also these wildfires that are across the country. So think of Canadians as cross-pressured, but more pocketbook issues being top of mind for Canadians as they're struggling to pay for the groceries and the rent.
Well, Nano says there's a couple of things the Liberals need to do, and fast. Number
Sound familiar, huh? Trump leading in the polls here. Conservative Party leading in the polls in Canada. Oh, man. And, you know, I'm loving this overall global shift to the right. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Global shift. Not just here in America. Globally. I've brought you guys the videos. Javier Milei in Argentina. We have Canada. We have, I believe it's Italy as well. We have, what's the other place that we just talked about that the right-wing guy just won the election? I'm drawing a blank on his name. Crap. I literally just made a video on it like 3 days ago. Why am I not thinking of this guy's name? The Trump of, actually I could probably pull it up. Let's see here. In the Netherlands, that's where it was. The Trump of the Netherlands also won an election recently. So it's a global shift, man. And it's beautiful to see that people aren't buying into this leftist crap. Open borders, allow anybody and everybody in, you know, for the sake of loving. No. You can love people from a distance, okay? They don't have to be in my backyard for me to show love to them, okay? That's just facts, right? But y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.